Right now, the video is kind of hot, so it might not last long. But I want to take a few moments, if I may, to share with you some of the things that people who are unthinkers might say. You know, a lot of times you talk about, especially Donald Trump, and you talk to others who don't really want to think, uh, don't want to be held accountable for their thinking or for what they might get out of thinking. So they just say, I don't want to hear nothing about Donald Trump. That's all people doing around talking about Donald Trump. Don't give him that much uh, usage. Don't give him that much leverage. Don't give them that much power. All kinds of stuff. And when they say it, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, that's a denial. That's not wanting to be responsible or accountable. Because to say that is like saying that there's a grass fire in your community or in your town or in your neighborhood, and everybody's saying it's dangerous. You better get your stuff and try to save as much as you possibly can or do something to, you know, prevent the damage that's threatening you. And you just sit up and say, oh, I ain't worried about it. God got that. Well, you might ask yourself, what about the wildfires that's been happening all over the country and all over the world that destroys everything that it comes in contact with? God didn't stop there, allowed that to happen. What about the tsunamis? You know, people didn't, as far as they know, do anything to cause that, yet it's causing, and it's happening. So, what is that all about? Why didn't God stop that? If God is so concerned about the health of people. And the truth of the matter is that God is concerned about the truth of the people. That's why each action has a reaction. Every cause has a consequence, or every consequence has a cause. And that you might learn from these different kinds of things. You know, we talk about people who are going through some of the worst of pains. And what can you think about that's any worse than Gaza, where the people are starving? Where a person trying to claim that God is blessing them to bomb and kill babies and bomb hospitals. You know, this is what they supposedly Israelites are saying about their action. And they're causing this kind of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. But people all over the world are accepting this. People closer to it, people like the Israelis, they are allowing this stuff to happen. So what it says is that probably there might come a time that your spirit is back on this earth in another body, and you are going through these same kinds of things because you, my friend, did not take a part in causing it to end when you had another life. If you had ended it when you had another life, it wouldn't be happening. So if you come back, you wouldn't have to go through any of that. But this is sometimes how some people measure that things keep going on. And then there are times when people condemn themselves. You know, it's like somebody wants to do a favor for you. Somebody wants to do something good for you. And you really want the good. You appreciate the good.